Dream Magick by Robin Corak. Change your reality through the liminal world of sleep. So this is a new book from Llewellyn Books, and my goodness, they really have been putting out some fantastic books recently, Llewellyn. I've been appreciating what they've been doing more and more, pretty much month by month. The material that they are publishing has just made me pretty happy. I have to say, some of my favorite books from this year have come from Llewellyn, and this Dream Magick book really is no exception to this amazing run of great quality books. I guess I'll get into what I particularly appreciated about this shortly. First of all, maybe I can give you a little idea of what the contents hold over here. So it's Robin Corak. She's essentially giving us, well, many different things here. First of all, she starts off by talking about the science of dreaming. Now, I'm not going to go through every single chapter, but that science of dreaming happens to be a really nice place to start. It gives you the full understanding that she is approaching this with eyes wide open. It's not just airy-fairy, unverified personal gnosis. This is based on current research. Of course, current research can't really explain why we dream. It just explains that we do dream, and it can talk a little bit about the phenomena happening or visible or observable in the brain while we dream. Why do we dream? I guess we'll get to those kinds of answers once we start answering the questions of what consciousness is and things like this, which, I think we're still, sure, we kind of circling around, but, we were circling around what consciousness is back in antiquity. And so, anyway, we're not quite there yet. And so Robin Corak has decided to go a different route. She explains what we know, which explains what we currently know, but she also explains, given that we don't know very much, what we do know is what can be done with dreams, right? How dreams can be useful, how they can be experienced in exciting new ways, in ways that can be life-enhancing, and so on and so forth. These kinds of things, right? What can we do around dreams? Can we do anything in particular to encourage, for example, a lucid dream? And those of you who've looked into lucid dreams, you'll know that yes, sure, writing a dream journal will help with that, but why does that help? So the author actually goes into detail on why that helps, and of course, understanding why it helps will give you some ideas on what else you can do to encourage lucid dreams, which is quite cool. She also goes into particular material considerations, such as crystals and tea brews and so things like this. And again, she goes into why this in particular can help, and in what ways it can help, and so that's quite cool. A whole section over here on nightmares. That was a great chapter on the point of nightmares and how you can actually work to make nightmares happen, if you're actually trying to do particular work for which nightmares are useful. And so that's really cool. But also how to avoid nightmares, of course, which is what many people at least will be attempting to do. But then once you start to understand how nightmares can be helpful for you in your life, just in your life in general, then it's possible that some people might think, that could be a good way ahead. I really appreciate these these little guided meditations, and I appreciate that she calls them guided meditations rather than path workings. I'll be quite honest, I do definitely prefer the term guided meditation. I think of path workings as something quite different to do with Kabbalah, and yeah, they're really good. And of course, path workings, guided meditations, in book form can be a little bit tricky, right? I mean, you can't really close your eyes and go off into the astral when you're reading a book, but of course you can record yourself speaking out the words and then sit down with the recording and enjoy the process. Yeah, a whole chapter over here on dream incubation and healing. So from many different perspectives, many different traditions and so on, why that's useful, how you can do it safely and effectively, most importantly. And yeah, very, very, very cool section there on dream incubation, making others have a particular dream, and of course she goes into the ethics of doing that, and how you can do it in a just in a way that's okay. And then yeah, some really nice appendices as well, right? So Appendix A, some questions to ask yourself when you're writing a dream journal. Appendix B is about deities, allies, and guides. So particular deities who have been known to help with dreams. So the obvious Morpheus and so on, but who else? And she goes not just into deities, but also particular animals and mythological creatures, and so that's really, really nice. And then Appendix C is an entire herbal, crystal, oil, and astrological correspondences list that is it's quite nice, quite comprehensive, gives you a full idea of what ingredients you can use to enhance your dreamscape. Very, very nice. So then the bibliography is comprehensive. It's very nice. It's a little bit sad not to see Sarah Jane's mentioned here, but there are so many very, very cool names over here. I was actually a little bit surprised to find Fata Acha in a mainstream, or maybe a little bit more mainstream Magick book there. Very, very cool, very, very nice, and gives you an idea of the extent of the author's research and stuff. So yeah, some very, very cool names over here, which I can recommend digging into and having a look at. There we go. That's Dream Magic by Robin Corak, and there are links down in the description. They are Amazon associate links, so yeah, if you use those links to get into Amazon, to actually open the Amazon page, if you use the links that are in my description there, then anything that goes into your shopping cart, if you then buy that stuff, then I'll get a little commission. It won't change the price for you, but I'll get a little commission. And yeah, at this time of year, it really makes a big, big difference. So I really appreciate anyone who does that. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. And yeah, I'll see you very soon with another video. Take care of yourselves. See you soon. Bye-bye.